Good job.
Thank you. New friends, how are you? Yes, good. This is kind of the last leg soon, isn't it? So just let's keep the energy up if we can now for a while longer. Can you do that? Yes. Thank you. I feel so good already. All right. Here's an embarrassing memory from recently. Is it okay if I share a very embarrassing? Have you ever been embarrassed? Yeah, okay, so me too. Is Steve around here? Steve, where are you? Yeah, so Steve, okay, good. So this is a true story. So I am the representative of NSA Sweden in Global Speakers Federation, so I'm there. So I was at my first board meeting in July, a Zoom meeting, beginning of July, and Steve was there as well, and a lot of other people, and I saw Steve on camera, on the screen, and then he wrote in the public chat, I will turn off my camera from time to time. I have a puppy dog. She's 3 months old, and she demands my attention. Now, let's see if I can get her. This is his dog. It is his dog. Now, I also have a dog, and I wanted to bond with Steve. And I wanted to sympathize with Steve, but I also would like to tell Steve that this won't go away. So I wrote to Steve in the direct message, thank God. I wrote to him, my dog is 11, sometimes demanding my attention too. No reply, nothing. I was thinking after a minute, anything wrong here? So I looked at the text I wrote, and I just froze. Anyone has had autocorrect doing things with your message? Is it okay if I use some profanity now? My heart was pounding. I panicked. Here was happening. I looked at the text. It did not say my dog is 11, sometimes demanding my attention too. It said, my dick is 11. Sometimes demanding my attention too. I was sweating. I was just, everything was just, and I just went back into the, dog, I meant dog. Damn this autocorrect. But if you know Steve, he's a gentleman. And he said, oh, I thought your dog's name was Dick. Not even close, I wrote. Her name is Miss Waffle. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You've been in that situation. You've done something stupid, you didn't know about it, you just felt embarrassed. That's what I felt. But what does this have to do with the science of charisma? Well, quite a lot, actually. If you paid attention, I'm going to give you a couple of tips that I found, because I did some research on this in the beginning of the year, just before the call for speaker came out. And I said, oh, yeah, let's see if people want that. And now I'm here talking for 10 minutes totally. So I'd like to share with you a half a dozen of those tips I found. I found more, but I will give you half a dozen now, and then a link where you can download the rest and some facts and some stuff as well. Are you okay with that? Yes. All right, cool. Because when you see them, I guess that you will say, I do that too. But perhaps some of you will say, I don't do that. I might give it a go. So here we go. First one, empathize with your audience. If they feel that you understand them and their struggles and their dreams and their hopes and their fears and whatever it is, and the embarrassment perhaps you have shared, you will come across as more charismatic. And we've been talking about empathy a number of times, haven't we? Empathy. So that's one of them. Second one, share stories and anecdotes. Have we heard some great stories these couple of days? I'm just amazed by the storytelling, skills that some of you have as well, right? So it's amazing. Share stories. We are, in our DNA engraved to talk about stories, right? Sitting by the campfire, listening to stories. That's what we do. That's what we love to do. So share stories as well. Ask rhetorical questions. What does this have to do with science of charisma? It seems that if you ask rhetorical questions, people will be cognitively involved, and thereby you will be coming across as more charismatic. Next one. Smile. Have you seen some smiles these last couple of days? And I'm talking about a genuine smile, the Duchenne smile, if you know what that is. That's when you have the happy wrinkles in your eyes. That's when you smile. Have you seen the stewardess smile normally at an airplane? How about you try that one? Just widen your mouth, but let this part be neutral with your friends. Now smile to your friends and just widen your mouth. That's all you do. Do it now. You know what I'm talking about. That's not a smile. Of course, if you have a serious subject, you might not want to smile every time. But still, this is one of those things that actually make you more charismatic. Number 5. Use gestures. Wide arms. Take up space. Use functional gestures. If you want to go from A to B, show that with your body. And by the way, here's an extra tip. Mirror the movements. So it goes from A to B, according to you, not to me. That was 5 tips. Let's look at them one at a time. Here you have the list. But I said a half a dozen, didn't I? The 6th one is use lists. I got an applaud for that. Thank you. Cool. People love lists. Here are the 10 things. Here are the 7 things. Use lists as well. Now, I've been on a quest for the last 2-3 decades when it comes to finding human communication insights. What makes us get along? And I found 20 insights, but also 3 communicative superpowers that I talk about all the time and that I also use as metrics when I coach people and so on in communication skills. And I'd like to share with you those 3 as well, quickly, because I didn't know it at the time, but they are actually very correlated to charisma. So the first one is energy. Energy so that your audience believe that you believe. Why should they believe if you don't? And energy is mostly observable in your body language and in your voice. The non-verbal communication. Use gesture, have eye contact, have a dynamic voice. All of those things is in energy. And if you do it right, it will become a magnet. People will be drawn into you. The second one, empathy. Again, it comes back here. Being interested instead of interesting. Being present in the moment. Being curious. Even if you do the talking, just get that feel for the audience as well. And the third one is clarity. Clarity so that they get you. So that you make them feel smart. And what do you have there? A number of techniques. The most effective ones, anecdotes, storytelling. By the way, do you know what statue that is? It's David. You know what Michelangelo said when he talked to his fans? David was inside all the time. I just removed everything around him. That is clarity. So don't use PowerPoint, my friends, which is not very clear. All right, there we go. If you, for any reason, feel, oh my God, I couldn't tick those off. I didn't say, I do that, I do that. If you said, I don't do that. Oh, I'm not charismatic. What should I do? There are some lifelines for you. The first one is, anyone can learn how to be more charismatic. Even though if the word charisma means gift, like a gift from God, it's not true. We can all learn. And second, presence can compensate for low charisma. If you're really present in the moment, authentic with your message, you will come across as a really good, solid speaker, regardless. Here is a QR code for you. Goes to my downloadable page where you can download 10 facts about charisma, 12 tips about charisma as well. And you can download other things as well. 15 PowerPoint tips, 33 memory hacks to make your audience remember and so on. So with 1 minute to spare, I say thank you so much for having me. Thank you, everyone.